Well, hello there, world. Bettina Carey, and I'm the founder and CEO of We Empower You, the global community, and WeEmpowerYourLife.com, the website. And I'm here today to introduce Master Nigel Henry. Master Nigel Henry specializes in activating and unleashing the spiritual, gifted thinking, deep thinking, disruptive, highly sensitive, high performance, extraordinary, paradigm shifting thought leader and entrepreneur who are ready to fulfill their life calling of restoring people's experience of heaven on earth right here. And for those of you who resonate with this description, you're going to experience a complimentary activation session with Master Nigel Henry. Go to greatnessactivation.com/COMP for comp. And with that said, I'm going to have Master Nigel Henry take it away.
Thank you, Bettina. Greetings, everyone. As she mentioned, my work is about activation. And so the HGA stands for Human Greatness Activation. And what I can say about activation, it requires the voice. No voice, no activation. Then people are like, what is activation, Nigel? And activation is like what happens with a volcano. It just goes off and disrupts everything, but after it's finished, everything is different and better. And so Bettina asked me to share that experience with everyone. And there's one difficulty I'm going to have is that if no one has their mic on, I can't do activation because it's not an informational piece. So I'm going to see if Deborah's still here.
Yeah.
Are you able to speak?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll show your face. And Don, actually, I was going to talk to Don specifically because his work sounds very interesting and very relevant to what we're talking about. And then, all right, Deborah, there you are. And Mary, actually, we were going to actually activate her business process. So an iPhone 3, I think is what's the name? Barbara, isn't it? Mm. Barbara always contributes a lot when she's here. So the activation process requires your voice. Don, are you still here? Where's Don? Okay, so this is the challenge. The challenging part is the activation process is the exact opposite of normal behavior. Normal behavior is to go on mute, and muting shuts down the voice. So, okay, Mary was just here a minute ago. So Deborah, we just lost Deborah. Come back.
Okay, I'm trying to get my my battery was going dead. So okay. Now I'm maneuvering for a minute. I can hear you, but all right. I'm in a different place because my battery was going dead.
Excellent. Now we know because you spoke, you see? So when people speak, the voice is actually a very illuminating device. No voice, no light. Or when there's no voice, there's darkness. So let me see if Layan, are you still here? Lion? Is anybody here? Okay, Troy. It's just me, Troy, and Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah.
All right. Yes, I'm back. I'm getting here.
All right, you're there. We got you. All right, Deborah. Let's play, shall we?
All right.
If we were to boil down activation down to its essence, Deborah, it would be manifesting whatever's in your heart into reality.
Mm.
Oh, they're speaking to the back of your head for some reason.
All right.
There you are.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you repeat that? Oh, yes.
Manifesting what's in your heart?
In my heart into reality. So things,
okay.
We have things in our heart, right? And
Right.
And we want that to be into the world.
Correct.
So would you like to start by sharing what's in your heart? What would you love? You've got things in your heart, passion, and you'd like to see it real in the world.
I would like to see the world healing the effects of emotional and physical trauma.
Okay. So let me tell you what I think I heard.
Yes.
I would like to see the world healing from the effects of emotional and physical trauma.
Yes.
Did I hear that correctly?
Correct.
Now, the first thing, so it sounds beautiful. By the way, if the world was healed of the effects of physical and emotional trauma, would people experience heaven on earth?
I think so. I think they would have an opportunity to experience heaven on earth.
Okay. Now, is that the reason why you would love to see the trauma thing healed? Why do you want to? Why are you interested?
Why do I want to?
Yeah, why are you interested in people healing from trauma, emotional and physical? What's the end game?
I want them to have the freedom to express themselves and be who they want to be. And I have it. It's been my experience that's in the way.
So the end game is people are expressing and being who they want to be. You know, we call that in real life. I'll give you a clue. Look at Troy.
I know it's freedom. Yes.
Yes. You want people to be free, to be what God intended them to be.
Yes.
You and Troy have a lot in common. And so the end game that you have is the same as the end game as Troy. And Troy is saying financial stuff get in their way. You're saying also emotional stuff get in their way. But the end game is the same.
It's the same.
Which made sense why Troy wanted to connect with you. Remember that?
Yeah, I wrote it down, Troy.
Oh, great.
I wrote down your contact information. Yes.
Now, this is great. You notice we now know what your end game is and what you saw because you spoke, Barbara. And look, she's got a nice joy on her face. Look, yeah, Deborah. Yes, you notice she's happy about that. Mm-hmm. So, Deborah, your voice, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'd like you to repeat it anyway. My voice is my moneymaker.
Yes, my voice is my moneymaker.
Yes, you know why people would pay you is because they love what you're saying. Now, I was going to actually lost iPhone 3. Oh, I was literally about to talk to Barbara.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask Deborah to speak to Barbara. Deborah, can you ask Barbara what's in her heart?
Hi, Barbara.
Deborah.
I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me
what's in
your heart
that you'd like to see real in the world?
That you would like to see real and expressed in the world?
Yes.
What's in my heart that I would like to see real and expressed in the world is compassion and understanding and support and love.
Now, excellent. So ask her this question, Barbara, assuming that was now in the world, what's the end game? Would it create heaven on earth? Same question I was asking you.
I think so, yes. Heaven on earth, yes.
Then what would that look like?
Thank you, Barbara. Deborah.
Deborah. To me, that would look like people loving each other and healing and
supporting each other and learning from each other and living in bliss.
Ooh, say more about that. That sounds attractive.
You know how sometimes when something happens really good to you, you really don't know why or something, but all of a sudden you get this euphoria, like, oh my God, like this is it. This is, and it only lasts for like 20 seconds.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be nice to have it last like an hour or 2 hours a day?
Do you know that would be called heaven on earth?
Yes.
Now, do you realize that is actually the intention of being on earth is bliss? That was the original plan. But stuff gets in the way.
The serpent came.
Well, I don't know about the serpent. All I can tell you is right now, one of the things that's in the way is trauma, right? Emotional trauma. Another thing is financial, whatever, which choice handling. And this other thing is, was it compassion? What did you say you like to see real?
Compassion.
Speak it again. What your
love.
voice? No, let her speak. Her voice is what's going to make it real.
Oh, so I spoke about understanding and healing and compassion. Yes. And that would be bliss to me.
Now, what we're saying is if people had more understanding, compassion, and what was the third one? Healing. Then they would, if that was handled, the result would be bliss. Yes?
Yes.
But there's a lack of understanding, there's a lack of healing, and there's a lack of compassion. Therefore, bliss is missing. Those things are in the way. So I think the creator said, there's an angel for that. Right? So it turns out, Barbara, you're the angel of bliss. How you get there is by your mastery. The thing that's in your heart is also what you're good at, the passion. And a lot of people don't see the link. Well, first of all, they've got caught up. This is why Troy's here. They're just trying to make a living. And they can't necessarily see how to fulfill what's in their heart and get paid so that they can create bliss on earth. So they get a job. But when you ask them what's really in their heart and what they would love to be doing all day, 24/7, causing understanding, compassion, and healing. Look at her. She gets excited. I'm like, that's what she's really getting paid for. So let me ask. I know you're using those qualities. Yes, those are actually called gifts. The gift of understanding, the gift of compassion, and the gift of healing. Healing. Can you say more about your healing gifts, Barbara?
Oh, me? Oh,
yes.
Healing. Healing is, to me, is very strong in a lot of ways because we don't even know sometimes that we need it. I don't even know sometimes that I need it. But then it comes in different forms and it's just a warm feeling.
Now, Deborah, does this make any sense? Can you explain what she's talking about?
So when she's speaking and I'm looking at her radiance, it lands over here for me as wholeness.
Oh, wholeness.
Oh, now we're talking English. Keep speaking, Deborah.
It's where we're living from not all the stuff that we're doing, but we're actually sourcing our being, who we are meant to be.
Now,
placed
Deborah,
on this planet.
May I disrupt you to enhance you?
Sure.
I found out that when I say we and you, these words, it turns out it dims down my message.
Yes.
It sounds all inclusive and everything.
Yes.
But actually, my precision and the light is dimmed. When I speak about I, first of all, it becomes personal. Secondly, people connect
That's
better with
right.
the I than with the we. They just feel comfortable with the we.
Oh,
My
okay.
people, healing doesn't happen when you're comfortable.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I'm
Ask the
gonna
doctor. You go to see the doctor. You're like,
step right
doctor,
out of my comfort zone.
yes. Well, you gotta check this out. Doctors are
Uh-huh.
professional healers, right? And
Yes.
you go and say, doctor, I think there's something wrong with me. I'm sick. And he goes, what's exactly wrong with you? I just don't feel good. Okay, well, where is it hurting? All over. And he goes, okay, get on the table. And then he pokes you. Goes, does that hurt? No. Ah! Really? Ah! Are you sure? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did that hurt? 10! Okay, I think we found the pain. In other words, unless the patient's uncomfortable, the doctor doesn't know what to do. And so if he said, oh, let me just gently massage you all over, you would never find the pain.
That's right. Yeah.
So you're in the healing business, Deborah.
Yes.
You need to find the pain by agitating the pain. Yes, agitate it. Now, it just so happens in business, the more pain the prospect is in, is the quicker they're willing to pay.
Okay.
So please learn to make your prospects uncomfortable, especially with your voice. Now, because Deborah has this compassion thing going on, she's Barbara. Barbara is highly empathetic. Is this true, Barbara? You feel other people's pain?
Yes, I do.
I know. And therefore,
and they don't feel it, and I'm feeling it.
Exactly. And when you make them uncomfortable, you start feeling their pain. And that's why Barbara is like, healing. No, Barbara, pain, the gift of pain. Get to the pain. It will increase your cash flow. So yes. So now back to Deborah was speaking using her voice, but she was diluting it to make people feel comfortable by saying, we, you know how we all know, Deborah.
Okay.
Go straight into the pain in the first person. They connect better in the first person. Go ahead. Oh, you were telling us what your understanding of Barbara's healing was.
Healing.
Yeah, she said, oh, compassion, understanding, and healing. Healing is a little vague. Nobody can.
So I sense that.
Yes.
There's a wholesomeness that's missing.
Put it in there for her.
And it's trauma.
Oh, yes. Keep talking.
It can be
physical.
From different sources, of trauma.
But it's either going to be physical,
age, sexism, racism, physical, emotional, mental.
That's right.
And even spiritual.
Well, I've never found that you can actually harm the spirit. For some reason, the spirit is like, yes. Well, actually, on closer examination, I found out that it's mainly mental.
Mental, yes.
Mainly
mental.
Mainly because the body responds to the mind. So if I'm having dysfunctional thoughts, my body tenses up and starts stressing out because I'm thinking some weird things. And then when the body moves, the emotions follow. Like, when you're dancing around, I feel so good. I feel good. Right? No, I should now. Right? The body's moving, the emotions. See? So the operating system is the mind. And if we can get that in order, then the rest of the body will behave itself. And then the emotions behave because the body's happy.
That's right.
Yes? So this is where it all comes back down to when Barbara says understanding, that's a mental stuff, right? I think compassion is what you do when you feel somebody else's pain, right? Because Barbara is highly sensitive. And she like, let's just say I was suffering somewhere. She goes, oh, I can feel, oh, Nigel's in pain. I can feel it because my gift of compassion and empathy is active. But what to do? Let me think. You know what, brother? You're on your own. Uh-oh.
Let me see. Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Right. That's at least attempting to address the location of the pain, right? Anyway, what are you thinking there, Deborah? Just put out any thought. Oh, Troy. Troy is, let me just say this. Don't be fooled. Troy looks like he's quiet, but he's always paying attention. And if you call on him, he will give you brilliance. So my intention with Troy is to get him to disrupt voluntarily. Just disrupt Nigel for no reason at all. Troy will listen and pay attention and listen. And then at the end, he'll say, in my summary is, and he'll give this brilliant summary. And then he leaves. I'm like, no, Troy, you got to disrupt and bless us while you're here. Okay, Troy, disrupt us, please.
Disrupt. Okay. Well, on this subject that's being discussed, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking how to put this in the first person. So I'll just give the iPhone 4 version.
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm thinking many people withhold their voice. So maybe I'll say it like this: when I experience something that might be traumatic to me or upsetting to me, and I withhold my voice about it, then problems arise. When I talk about it and I work through it in my brain and have the associated emotions, and I have that cleansing, then I have a healing that we're talking about.
Okay, this is Barbara, and this is, thank you, Troy. That was beautiful. You notice, always call on Troy. Don't let him sit there and listen. It's really a waste of good talent. The brother is gifted. Just disrupt him. Troy, what you thinking? And it'll spit out wisdom. Okay, it's just a bad habit you picked up from school. Being quiet. So this is for Deborah and Barbara. I'm kind of biased towards Deborah because we have a meeting coming up, and she is about to launch her business. Is that right, Deborah?
Yes. I have a business that's been going for many years.
Tell us about it a little bit.
Well, so I became a life coach in 2008, I believe. Yeah. And I coached for about 4 years. And it was a mediocre income, but I stumbled across a passion, and it was to support people in recovery, because I found that a lot of the people that were coming to me for life coaching to set goals had underlying issues that needed to be dealt with, because being incomplete in those ways did not allow them to reach goals that they were setting.
Yes.
And I went back and got certified in recovery coaching.
Awesome.
And I began to do specific work with people around recovering and then coaching.
Awesome. So, question, is it lucrative? Seriously paying? Like, I'm making so much money, Nigel, I just don't know what to do. I have to get some staff.
Oh, now. Heck no.
Oh, heck no.
Recovery coaching is not right.
What are you talking about?
No, what? I didn't. And so I didn't make any money doing
what?
That. And then I just, so what I created was I kept the life coaching portion that was earning. And I gave away the recovery coaching piece for about a year, because I wanted to see if that was working. And then now, I integrated the two of them and raised the coaching price.
Oh, okay. And now you're making millions.
No.
No, after all of that. Okay, so there is a link, okay?
Yes.
Between all this conversation. Do you mind if I get a little bit spiritual upon you?
No, I do not mind.
Barbara, may I go spiritual on you?
Sure.
Good. Troy, do I have approval for the
Yes,
spiritual?
yes, of course.
Okay. In my view, all the people on earth are angels, and some of them forgot. In fact, the majority. And on this call are the few who remembered. Okay, Deborah, are you an angel? See,
I am.
Okay. It's okay.
I am an angel.
I know you're in good company. So is Barbara. so is Troy. So am I, and so is Bettina. All right. These are the ones who didn't forget and have kept their agreements with the boss. Okay. And that's why when I ask you what's in your heart, you're very clear. My job is to restore bliss on the planet. Angel of bliss. Hello. Deborah, Barbara, you're the angel of bliss.
Yes.
I know. You need to own that title because
I love it.
people are attaching their title to their means. Your title is related to the end. So there are two angels of freedom on the call, Deborah and Troy. And one of them is gifted in financial freedom, and the other one's gifted in emotional and physical freedom. Yes?
Yes.
So where am I going with this? It's a spiritual conversation at the end of the day. Now, here's the thing that I found out, and these are my people. These are the people I serve. I could talk to my people all day, okay? And they can hear me. Can you hear a brother up in here, Troy? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes? Good.
My people hear my voice.
Hear you.
Exactly. So remember, the angels are oddballs because they love humans. They just love humans. Don't you love people, Barbara?
Yes.
You love them. And so does Deborah. She was going without income serving these people. Come on, Deborah, is that the truth? You love the
I was
people too
doing
much.
what? Say
Going
it
without
again?
income, cash flow to help these people. Go ahead.
So, yes, and I justified it because I had worked for 35 years and earned and saved really well. And so I justified giving my business away because
No, Deborah.
Yeah.
But you were running out of cash, though. It's just a matter
Yeah,
of time.
now I'm out of cash.
I know. That's not a fair deal. They're getting better and you're getting worse. And then when you get to zero, you can't help them at all. You see?
Deborah will have to go get some healing help.
Exactly. You can have trauma. So my job is to disrupt that pattern.
Yeah.
It turns out that this is a piece of equation here that has been forgotten. And Nigel's job is to put it right back here, right now, is that this word spirit, remember that word? You guys like that word spirit? It has another name. But people have not been, it's been hidden from my people so that we won't get rich. So I know that Troy knows it, so I'm going to ask him not to disrupt me, but I'm going to test out Barbara and Deborah. These are like twins, all right? The word starts with V and ends with E. That's the other name for spirit. So you're going to give me the wrong answer.
V is in Victor.
Yes.
And E is in Edward.
Yes. So now I'd like you to do what Troy taught us to do. Give the wrong answer. Because if you try to give the right answer, you're going to be here all day.
Right.
Very good. Wrong answer. Come on, Deborah. Give us one right answer.
Verve.
Beautiful. Next. Come on. Let's go.
Very.
There's a wrong answer. Keep going.
Venus.
Yeah, what's Deborah doing? She's trying to get the right answer. Deborah, you're going to be here all day.
No, I'm like V and E. I don't know very many words that end in V.
Make one up. Just make one up.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Now, there is actually a word that changes the game. And the reason why I want you to attempt to get it is because it's been erased from your memory.
Yeah.
I know. Ready? So now give it now. You sure you don't want
please.
to make up another one more, Barbara? One more?
Yeah. No,
Very good. I love Barbara because she's creative. She doesn't give up. I love it. This is what I'd like you to adopt from Barbara, Deborah. Just keep making it up. Apple is on iPhone 13 now. They're making it up.
Okay.
Yes? Keep making it up. Don't give up. Just velocity.
Vitamin.
There you go. Vitamix. Right?
Got one of those.
Good. Now, the thing is, what we're doing when you keep doing that wrong answer thing, you're getting your flow going.
Mm-hmm.
And once the flow is on, the spirit will pop the word into your mouth. Oh. And the reason why you keep giving me the wrong answer, because you'll remember the young kid that says, I know.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of life? I know. Nigel, what is the meaning of life? I know. Yes, Nigel, go ahead. Purple? Good, wrong answer.
And somebody said he was wrong. Yeah.
No, well, we don't tell. That's the whole point. That word wrong is a virus word, and we deleted it in my world. We like wrong answers. It's an answer. It's called creativity. Who was it? I think it was Mary was saying they put the people in the room.
Verge. VERGE.
Yes. See, look, one popped in. You're getting close. I assure you.
Yes,
You're getting close.
like, oh my
It just came out of nowhere, right?
Yes.
That's because the spirit is attempting to pump itself through the angel, but the angel has been taught to get it right.
Yes.
And if she gets it wrong, she shuts up.
Yes.
So get it wrong first. Troy, give us some wrong answers, please. Wrong answers, please. No right answers. Troy, make up some wrong answers. It's
wrong answer.
See, the problem with
variable.
Troy, he knows. There
Variable.
you go. See, once you know the right answer, it's so hard.
Value.
Whoa! Hallelujah! Who said that? Deborah, that's what I'm talking about, Deborah.
I should have known that.
I know you should, but Deborah never gave up. Deborah was like, there's got it. It just popped out, didn't it, Deborah? Yeah. Deborah.
Mm-hmm.
Deborah, that is what I'm talking about.
I have this thing from when I was a child, and now in my adult life, if I face a difficult period, I used to swing as a child.
Yes, I saw you rocking like this.
World when I was in the swing.
Yes.
And so I have this thing, and when I get into emotional or physical or mental overload, I just start to swing.
Yes,
and the world
came
just
to you, right?
itself. And
I have that in the shower, Deborah. That's exactly correct. It happens to me in the shower. If I'm washing at the sink, washing dishes, all of a sudden this download happens. Barbara, did you see that? She spat it out.
And she knew it was right before even Angel.
She knew it exactly.
Confirmed
That's
it.
what there is a knowingness inside of us. And it's been in there all the time, Deborah. And it was blocked by the programming called Get It Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Deborah, you just made my day. So, what is the name for spirit, Barbara?
Value.
Deborah?
Value.
Yes. Are you a spiritual being, Deborah?
I am.
So now we're going to change the name to you are a value being.
All right.
Having a physical experience. You're a value being in a body. Talk to me. Talk to me, Deborah.
Yeah. Oh, well, value's ready to get paid.
Oh, value is exactly what you get paid for, Deborah. You're having too much fun. You're having too much fun, Deborah.
Yeah. I mean, Kaching, she saw a dollar sign. She's like,
thank you. Deborah, are you a spiritual being? Having a physical experience?
Yes, I believe that.
No, I don't want you to believe it. I'm asking you if you know that to be true.
I am.
Well, say it for yourself. Don't let me tell you.
I am a spiritual being having a physical experience.
Now substitute value for spirit and see what happens.
I am a valuable being.
Value
Having
being.
A value being.
Having a physical experience. Come on, spit it out
Having
again.
a physical experience.
Keep talking.
Wow.
Repeat it. No, don't just sit there. You got to
value
speak it again.
being.
Don't write it down.
Having a physical.
Are you writing it down, Deborah? What she do? Stop that.
Yes.
Stop it. Stop it.
I don't want to lose. I mean, it's
I
like,
know,
whoa.
I know you're worried about losing it.
That's amazing.
I know. So to
Yeah,
prevent you from,
I don't want to lose it now.
I know. Let me help you out. Would you like to remember it?
Yes.
Memory comes from teaching. Copy that.
Memory comes from teaching.
Yes. Repeat. What? No, you didn't read. You got to repeat it back to me.
Memory comes from teaching.
Say it 6 times.
Memory comes from teaching.
Yes. Keep talking.
Memory comes from teaching.
Now,
memory.
What? But now the problem is you're going to forget it because you have your eyes closed.
I'm putting it.
I know. Stop doing that. Open your eyes and look at the camera and teach it to Troy. That very phrase, memory comes. So I just say, Troy, I got something to teach you.
Troy, I have something valuable to share with you.
To teach you, not to share.
Teaching comes from memory. Memory comes from teaching.
See, you're not paying attention, teacher.
I know.
Look at your.
What I think I'm hearing, Deborah.
Wait, don't help her out. She did not pay attention. She was like, oh, teaching comes from memory. No, pay attention to your prospect and teach them. Go ahead. Troy,
I have
something
a
to
value
teach. No,
to
just
teach.
something.
I have something to teach.
Now, make sure you're looking in his eyes and not closing your eyes. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Teach
Now
him.
I don't remember the phrase.
Well, you don't want to teach. That's because you're not willing to teach. She's having too much fun, Troy.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so look at Troy
Oh.
and teach him what you think Nigel said, even if you get it wrong. Troy, Deborah.
Troy,
yeah,
I have something to teach you, and it is that
memory.
Oh my God! Oh my!
Get it wrong.
Whatever
it's okay.
it was that I was going to teach you, Troy, it was going to be awesome.
But what happened? What happened to it? You forgot it, right?
Yes.
And what? Now, if you pay attention, this is what it was going to be. Memory comes from teaching. And the reason why you forgot is because you didn't teach it.
That's right.
And you were so busy.
Yes. Memory comes from teaching.
Now, if you'd like to remember that, you got to teach it to someone. Teach it to Troy. Let's go.
All right, Troy.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to teach you something.
Just teach.
Memory comes from teaching.
Now, Troy, pretend like you didn't get it.
Okay.
You know, like one of those kids that are a bit, not very bright. Right. I don't understand.
So, Deborah, what I think I heard is memory comes from thinking. Check.
No, memory comes from teaching.
Get it wrong again, Troy.
Okay. Success comes from teaching. Is that right?
Memory comes from teaching.
All right. Memory comes from teaching.
Yes. In order for you to remember something, you must teach it.
Now, look at the strength of Deborah now. You see that, Deborah? You feel the confidence?
Yes.
And that's why God gives us difficult children, so that we could have good memory.
Because we say it over and over and over again.
Its strength is memory, not from writing it down, but from teaching it to someone.
This reminds me, I'm going to summarize, or well, this is somewhat a new point and depart. I'm thinking I also remember a discussion of memory comes from speaking.
Now,
which I guess would be teaching. So
now it is the upgrade. Teaching is the upgrade. So what's happening is when we were at school, they taught us to write it down, this thing. And I don't know if you've noticed this, Deborah, that children remember everything.
They do.
Yes, I remember stuff.
I don't remember nothing.
Well, that's not true. That is not true. I didn't say that. Now, let me just say this, Deborah.
Yes.
I have never seen a baby come out the womb with a notepad and a pen. Or an iPad or an iPhone.
And I was there at least 4 times. So I have to
and
agree.
Those babies remember everything. So all I can tell you, if you watch a baby, the way they remember stuff is they keep repeating it. They say, mama, mama. They say everything about 100 times. No notepad required. No iPhone required. No nothing. And it's only when they get to school that the teacher says, be quiet. And they have to rely on listening and taking notes. And that's when we started losing money. So I say, no, that disruptive child that could not be quiet was my friend, was me. So the child that kept on talking, you talk too much, Deborah, that is the child that remembers everything and makes the most money. So in conclusion, what is the name for spirit, Deborah?
Value.
Are you a spiritual being?
I am a value being in living a physical condition.
Having a spiritual spirit, yes. Now here's why this is important. That money is exchange for value. That's what money is.
Right.
And you know that everything you speak, Deborah, is valuable. Yes. Especially what comes out of your mouth. Therefore, when you speak, value is going out of your mouth and money is coming in. That's what you need to know, is that there's value coming out of your mouth. Going out
and money coming in.
Money comes in. And that's what your business is going to be based on. The value that is coming out of Deborah all the time. The more angelic you are, the more value you ooze off. Does that make sense? And the thing is, nobody told you that your presence is value. When someone says, oh, I just like the feeling of being around Deborah, she makes me feel good. That's value that they're feeling. And there's a price for that. There's a money. It's money. So now we have to reevaluate Deborah. We have to do a revaluation of you.
Yes.
Everything that comes out of you is value. Therefore, everything is worth money. You're the experience. They have to pay just to talk to you. Now, where you've been brainwashed and led astray is people come up to you and say, well, I'm in recovery. I don't have any money. You know what they're trying to tell you? They don't have any value.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's the first thing you got to do in your business is let them know that they're value. Period.
Yes.
They are values, not have value. They are value. Right. And the rest of it is about how much they say about their value. The voice is the moneymaker. So whatever human you're dealing with, it's universal. This device here on the face is the moneymaker. Yeah. It's the value transmitter. And when you speak, money comes in. Now, just to close out, who is the wealthiest woman that you know? I'll give you a clue. She's a sister. Last name is H. Last letter in the name is H.
Probably Oprah.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Trust your intuition, woman.
Money she has. But
she's rich. I would Oprah is sister, I said. Remember that.
I'm guessing because I don't know.
You do know, and you guessed right. Just like Oprah. You got value. Yes, Oprah. She's up there in the top
Yes.
1 in the world. Sister. Now, what does she do for a living?
Talk.
That's what you do for a living. Why is she making so much money? Because the value of what comes out of her mouth, she gets paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right. Okay.
Well, you and
Mm-hmm.
Oprah are in the same business. So when we meet, we're going to go further on that.
All right.
Can you summarize this conversation?
So to summarize the conversation is my voice is the moneymaker.
My moneymaker.
My moneymaker. And my voice has value.
No, I am value, and it comes out in my voice.
I am value, and it comes out in my voice.
In my voice.
When I'm speaking to prospective clients,
What's
their value is in their voice.
Yes. And value is exchanged for money.
And value is exchanged for money.
Yes, that's the missing secret. That's why the spiritual people have been broke. The spiritual people are broke because somebody left out this piece of information.
That's right.
The spirit is the value.
The spirit is the value.
Any spiritual person is just pure money. Just sit there. And so now it's time to get rich, Deborah. You see?
It is. It's definitely.
So when we meet at I sent you my link to.
Okay, great.
Schedule tomorrow.
We missed today. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll reschedule.
Did you click on
Thank
it, by the way? Did you see it in the chat?
Let me see if I have it.
In the chat. Let me place.
I'm looking right now.
Click on it.
Yes.
I have it. Can just click on it. Click on it. Click on it.
Oh, click on it.
Yes.
Okay.
And it will come up.
It took me somewhere.
Yes, that's where it's supposed to take you. All right. So, Troy, are you still here? You can do your summary and your bless out. Where's Troy? Troy? Okay. Deborah, it looks like it's just us.
I'm here, but
wow.
Just summarize, Troy.
There he is.
Yes.
Let's see. Memory comes from teaching.
Yes.
That's my addition to the summary.
Upgrade.
Yeah, and my addition to the summary shared by Deborah.
What's your summary before you bless
Well,
out?
I'm keeping it short since I'm driving. I'm going to stop there.
Okay. All right. So memory comes from teaching. The thing I'd like to remember is also the name for spirit is value. And therefore, we are value beings, and value comes out of the mouth. Whenever Troy is talking, just talking or being in the room is value. And the rest of it is about valuation. How do we convert this into cash? That's called valuation. That's, yes. And then thank you very much, Troy, as usual. Oh, for Troy, the upgrade is disrupt. Stop being a good listener and be a disruptor. Deborah, any closing remarks? Why have we lost your video?
Oh, because I'm out on the session. I went out there to the scheduler. Okay, let me see if I can get back. I think so.
Yes. Yeah, there you are. See you. What are you summarizing for our audience that's watching?
I am enlightened and just blown away today. Thank you so much for Bettina and yourself for the gifts of activating my voice that has value. And the biggest bang for my buck is the realization that there is value in the voice of others, and that exchange is profitable.
Yes.
For both.
Yes.
Fair exchange is no robbery. When I give my gift of healing, it
It's value.
is value and
Yes.
deserving of.
No, it's not deserving. It's just value. And the law on earth is when value goes out, money comes in.
Money comes in.
Whoever
Okay.
puts out the most value makes the most money. The reason why Bettina is making so much money because Bettina puts out a lot of value.
A value. Okay.
So
Great.
today you saw her at work, right? She was putting out valuable information about marketing. And if you apply what she says, you will actually make a lot of money because it's value she's giving you. So Bettina is giving out her value. Your job is to do the exact same. And there is no limit to the spirit. Therefore, no limit to your income except trauma. Right? Except
That's right.
That's why you're in the healing game, to unleash the spirit by removing the trauma. So at the end of the day, your people are going to get paid. When they're healed, they're going to have money. Let's not mince words here. You're coming to me because you want to get rich. But to get rich, you must be free. To be free, you got to heal your trauma. And I'm going to give you some value. You got to find some money to pay me. This is not free. That's the old model that you're ending, right? No longer give your value for free. You're breaking the law.
All right.
Okay. So we shall meet tomorrow, I think. You're getting on my calendar.
Okay.
And yes. And we'll.
Okay. I will go back out there.
All right. Well,
if I can figure out how to get back.
Before you go, can you do a blessing?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. So me, or are you going to do it?
You're doing it.
Me.
Yes.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Yes. Verbally.
Spirit, source, whatever your belief is, mine happens to be Jehovah. I'm grateful for this opportunity to be present, to be in this moment with these people doing this work. Thank you.
Amen. Thanks. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Deborah.
See you guys next week.
Great to meet you, Troy.